Look at it! Look at it! It's so fucking cute! Hi, now that I'm done gushing over my new tattoo, we're gonna get into this video, and my OBS is still up so you can still see that. If you can hear rustling, I'm sorry, but there's cling film on me, so shut up and fucking deal with it. Let's get into this team builder. This week we are facing Eric, and his team will be up now. He has got a Ferrothorn, a Kamala, a Mega Gyarados, an Infernape, a Thunderous Incarnate, a Ferrothorn, and some other two things that I forget because I'm tired. Fight me. First up on the team is Roserade, bringing specially defensive this week because otherwise Thunderous Incarnate tears my asshole a new one. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a dick set, but never mind. We got Sludge Bomb on there to kill Gramble. That's right, he's got a Gramble. I remember that now. Good stuff. Leech Seed on there for the inevitable Mew switch in, and then Spikes and Toxic Spikes. Basically fully Spadef. I didn't put HP Fire on there because I thought that he would expect me to bring HP Fire for the Ferrothorn, and he knows that I like to bring offensive Roserade. So hopefully he'll expect the HP Fire on my Roserade and not switch into the Ferrothorn, because I kinda get completely fucking awed by it, but we'll come to that later. So next up on the team, we have a fully physically defensive Conkeldurr. Yeah, that's right, you heard right, buddy. We have a Taunt Toxic Conkeldurr this week, in case he wants to bring a defensive Gramble with Heal Bell, because kinda don't want to deal with that. And yeah, so plan this game is to set up Spikes with Roserade, basically had to stack. I'm gonna burp and that's gonna sound like a dying cat, sorry. So yeah, the plan is to hazard stack and then taunt the inevitable Gramble switch into the Heal Bell, or taunt the inevitable taunt the Mew, which is gonna be Utility Mew this week. I'm 100% certain he's bringing Utility Mew to deal with my my Exegel. Otherwise, he just has nothing for SD Exegel, so he's 100% bringing Utility Mew, which is why I've got Taunt on there. Knockoff to catch things like the Mew on switches. Sorry. And Drain Punch on there for the recovery, and it also 2-hit KOs a fucking defensive Ferrothorn without any attack investment. How mental is that? That's actually mental. I have Taunt on there for the Ferrothorn as well in case it wants to be a Leech Seed variant, because that would be annoying and I don't want to deal with it. And yeah, I really hope this Conkeldurr set works. I've put a lot of thought into it. The 12 speed is on there for in case he wants to try and speed creep me with my Gramble. With his Gramble, sorry. And I can get off a Taunt before him going for whatever. Then, next up, we have a Poliwrath. Again, it's a specially defensive variant to take on a special Infernape, because my team doesn't really handle Infernape that well. This guy Conkeldurr can, as long as it's not a Swords Dance set, basically. Obviously, it's not really going to be taking a Z-move Flare Blitz too well from the guy. But yeah, so we've got a Poliwrath here, because I need it to switch into especially offensive things. It actually has a chance to live a timid Thunderbolt from a Thundurus as long as he's not Life Orb, which is fucking mental. So we've got Scald Ice Beam on there, Protect for a little bit of less siege recovery, and then Vacuum Wave to get off some crucial chip damage on things like Infernape and Zygarde, because they put them in lower ranges of things, of my offensive threats basically. So yeah, Vacuum Wave is on there for like chip damage and last minute ditch effort to get off damage on something before it dies. Fully Spadef to take 2 Grass Knots from an Infernape. I do kind of expect either Grass Knot or Thunder Punch, both of which Poliwrath can take 2 of, which is great. Skull down there obviously for burns and to kill the Infernape. Ice Beam on there for the Thunderous and the fucking Doggo for the Doggo. Yes. Then we have a Firium Z Tyranitar. Hell yeah! I brought it special again this week because I fully expect him to bring defensive Mew with Will-O-Wisp. Fuck me. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Stealth Rock on there in case I can get the opportunity to set them up, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam obviously on there for Zydogo, however I don't really want to stay in and go for it. Also for the, fucking, what's it called? Thundy, because it OHKOs after rocks. Fire Blast on there for Firium, Fire Blast Z on there for the Ferrothorn, and Dark Pulse on there for the Mew. Tyranitar is probably the most important one on my team this week because it's my only effective way of killing Ferrothorn outside of Conk, and I need to keep Conk as healthy as possible for his offensive threats. So this is my biggest attacker this week. Sandstream on there as well, obviously for the game. I was for the guy Exegil. I was thinking about running Unnerved this week, honestly, in case he did bring Ockerberry Pharaoh, but then I thought, well, then he's just gonna know my entire plan, so fuck it. Then I've got a Chopperberry Excadrill with enough speed in there to outspeed Scarf. I think it was Scarf Thunderous in the sand, which is cool. We got Earthquake, Ironhead, Rapid Spin, and Rock Slide. Choppleberry on there in case he sets up with an Infernape and I don't want to be taking a Mach Punch / Vacuum Wave. Earthquake, Ironhead on there for the Grand Ball, obviously. Really hoping it's not the Berry, because that would be kind of annoying. Rapid Spin and Rock Slide on there for the Thundy. Things I don't see him bringing to this game at all out of his team are Mega Gyarados for sure, because I have a Clefable and a Poliwrath and also a Conkeldurr that does not care about it. And I also don't expect to see either Kamala or Ferrothorn. It's a toss-up between the two. I'd rather him not bring Kamala because offensive really fucks my team up. Banded Kamala still fucks Conkeldurr up, like, really badly. So, yeah. I haven't even talked about my last mon yet, so I don't know why I'm talking about what I expect him to bring. Obviously I've got a Spadef Clefable in there as well. Wish support this week because I need my walls healthy. I'm bringing 4 defensive mons this week because I'm a fat piece of shit and it's the only way I can win this game. Because I need to outbulk his bulk, basically. I brought this specially defensive in case he wanted to bring Nasty Plot Thunderous. Don't want to be dealing with that. Obviously it's unaware for that reason. Also for Dragon Dance, Zydogo and Dragon Dance Mega Gyarados. So, Moonblast with Protect and Fire Blast on there, obviously for the Ferrothorn. But yeah, I definitely do not see Mega Gyarados coming, but it's either a toss-up between Kamala and Ferrothorn that he's not going to bring. It's more likely that he will bring Ferrothorn because I do have the Clefable and the Poliwrath and he needs to find a way to deal with those. But at the same time, there's so many fucking things that can kill a Ferrothorn on my team that I just don't expect him to bring it. I think that Kamala would be better for him to bring because it puts more offensive pressure on my team than Ferrothorn does defensively, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's enough of me. Let's get into the battle. Oh yeah. Okay, so as you can see, he brought the 6 that I basically expected him to bring. There's no Mega Gyarados and there's no Kamala. You have no idea how fucking excited I was not to see Kamala on there. Holy fuck. But he has got a Thundy, he's got the Gramble, Infernape, Doggo, and then the Ferrothorn and the Mew. I've obviously got my 6 mons. And yeah, so we are gonna get into the battle. Screen's gonna go through to black, and Eric is gonna be issuing the challenge with that fucking chat-out t-shirt. Damn, that's some good stuff right there. I'm gonna lead with Roserade because honestly it matches up really well against everything on the team apart from the Infernape, and I don't expect him to lead with it unless he's got rocks. So I'm gonna lead with Roserade, and he's gonna bleed with the Thunderous, which is great because this is exactly what this was for. Except that it's a physical fucking Thunderous. What? Okay, so straight away I'm just like, oh shit, oh fuck. I predict him to go into the Mew because I'm like, well, the only switch he's got into this is a Mew. And he's not going to go into Pharaoh in case I predict him turn 1 and go for the HP Fire that he thinks I'm going to have, which I don't. So I go for the Leech Seed here, and if he did stay in the Thunderous, HP Ice wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd me, so gonna go for the Leech Seed. But that U-turn did so much fucking damage, so I'm like, oh damn, he's got some physical attack investment. So we're gonna switch out into my Clefable here, as he is going to go for the U-turn himself, when I'm thinking, fuck, he's brought a Volt Turn team. I can't deal with that unless I get my hazards up, so we've got to do that straight away. He's gonna go out into Caesar, which is his Infinite, and I'm like, well, you've got fucking Gunk Shot, haven't you, my friend? So I'm just gonna nope the fuck out of here in a minute. I'm gonna switch into my Conkeldurr here, I believe, either that or my Poliwrath. Yeah, I do go into the Conkeldurr here, as he's actually going to reveal the Flame Charge, and I'm thinking, huh, this either means he doesn't have Flare Blitz or close combat, so I'm going to put that in the back of my mind for later on. And as you can see, that does dick all damage to Conkeldurr. I am 100% expecting the Gramble to come in right now, so I do in fact drop a Toxic. I don't expect the Mew to come in because obviously knockoff is a thing and it's going to do a hefty chunk to it even if it's physically defensive, plus he wants to be keeping those leftovers on there. So I am going to connect with the Toxic, which is really nice. And at this point in the battle, I don't want to taunt this because this might be a banded Gramble that's in front of me right now. So after leftovers, Conk's basically going to be at full. He's going to take some poison damage, and I'm going to get the hell on out of there. I'm going to go into my Roserade expecting to play rough. And I'm thinking this is an offensive variant, by the way he's brought it in with the Intimidate as well. And I ain't about to take that, so I'm going to switch out, and he actually misses, which is quite unfortunate for both sides. Not only would, like, obviously he misses out on getting damage on my Roserade, but I miss out on information what kind of Gramble stat this is, so it's kind of a loss on both sides, if that makes any sense. Here, I'm going to opt to go in for my Toxic Spikes here, because if he does go into the Firethorn, it doesn't matter. If he goes into the Mew, I can Leech Seed it and then switch out, but basically I want to get out my hazards as soon as I can. And I believe here I switch out because I don't want to take any damage on this Roserade. I need to keep this healthy for the Thunderous in the back. I go straight out onto my counter to this, which is my Conkeldurr, and as you can see from this Dryer Wall after the animation, which looks sick by the way, that does dick all damage. Conkeldurr, calm down bro. And we're just going to go for a taunt because I thought this was either going to Leech Seed or go for something, I don't know. But he just goes for the Power Whip, which is fine. Which is actually going to do a hefty chunk of damage, but again, not enough to like 4-hit KO me or whatever. So basically, he does not win this 1v1, not even a little bit. I'm surprised he stayed in there, to be honest. I thought he was going to go out to the Mew. I was very tempted to double taunt here in case I did see the Mew, but I decided to just go for the Drain Punch as he goes into the Thunderous, which is fine. Gonna go for the Drain Punch, and it's gonna do like a third damage uninvested to the Thunderous Incarnate, which is a resisted hit. So Conkeldurr is just putting in an amazing shift of work already this game, which is great. I am going to stay in here and just go for the knockoff as he goes for the U-turn, which is fine. Again, I wanted to click taunt, but like if he stayed in, that would have just been a wasted turn and I would have had too much damage on my Conkeldurr, so what was the point? As he's going to switch out into the Mew, which is great, because he's going to get poisoned, and then I'm going to knock off his lefties, which is amazing. That's going to do so much damage, which tells me it is a specially defensive Mew, which means I need to whittle it down in order to kill it with a Dark Pulse from my Tyranitar. But we'll save that for later. He's going to be down, and he is either forced to Roost or Defog here, so I'm like, I'm going to taunt you. You're not going for a Psychic move, and if you do, I'm going to live it, because I'm a fucking Conkeldurr, man. Whew, excuse me. So I'm going to taunt this because I don't want this Roosting, I don't want this Calm Minding if he has it. And yeah, so I'm going to taunt the Mew, and he's either going to go for the U-turn here or the Or he's not going to default, is he? He's going to go for the U-turn or the side shock here. So I'm like, let's go into T-tar, because even if he does go for the U-turn, it's not going to do much to me because it's an uninvested Mew and I'm a Tyranitar. So I'm going to get up the Sand here, as he does go for the U-turn, which is a good play, reading me to switch out into the Tyranitar. So good job, Eric. I'm running out of breath. Jesus Christ. Sorry. As he's going to take the opportunity to go into his Doggo. Now, I obviously switch out here because I do not want to be taking 1,000 arrows, especially if it's banded. But he's going to take a turn of poison, which is great. I'm going to go out into my Poliwrath, saying the exact words. Well, he's going to be banded and he's going to be jolly, so he can outspeed my Roserade and things like that. And so this can comfortably take 2 if it's jolly. And as you can fucking see, holy shit, that's an adamant banded Doggo. Ow! So Frank is just not looking too good right now, which is unfortunate. I should have gone into Conk straight away. I don't know why I went into this. I think I was expecting Iron Tail. I think predicting him to protect for the Clefable to come in, basically. I go for the Protect to basically make Zygarde take another turn of poison, and just because I could. Also stalling out the sand turns as well, because some of my team don't really appreciate it. So I'm going to now switch into my Conkeldurr after poison damage. So Frank is not looking too healthy right now, and it's not going to be able to take Infernape on after taking so much damage. So Infernape is now a problem, and now he's going to go for the 1,000 arrows. And as you can see in a Memento, that Conkeldurr can comfortably take that and kill it with a Drain Punch, which is wunderbar. So we're going to be sitting at 104 HP after Lefty's recovery. 105, sorry, and max roll is 96, so there is no way in hell this thing is killing me. I think it might have been 94 damage, I can't remember. Either way, this Zygarde is not killing me unless he crits me. Does he crit me? Hell no, he doesn't, because Conkeldurr, man, Conkeldurr just doesn't care. So, gonna go for Drain Punch, and he's gonna get his first kill of the game. Ooh yeah, defensive Conkeldurr, putting in some work. Good stuff. I need to cough. Bet you enjoyed that. Sandstorm is going to subside, and Conk is up to a reasonable amount of health. So he's going to go out into his Thunderous, and I'm thinking, well, you're going to have a flying move, so I'm going to fucking, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think I'm just going to go out to my Roserade, because that made no sense, but I'm going to do it. That was my logic at the time. I was still convinced that this was a mixed attacker and not fully physical, so I think, oh, he's just going to go for a T-Bolt and kill me. But no, he's fully physical at this point, and because he switches out here, I'm just like, yeah, this is a choice scarfed physical of Thunderous Incarnate. So I put that in the back of my mind, and here I'm going to get up a layer of spikes. I really want to whittle down the Ferrothorn, and I want to limit Infernape and Granbull's switch-ins, so hopefully Spikes will help pressure that and do that nicely. Obviously I'm going to switch out here because I ain't about to take a Flare Blitz to the base / Flame Charge. I don't live a Flame Charge, I calced it, which is hilarious. I'm going to switch out here and go into my Poliwrath, expecting a Fire move, but he actually goes for a Z move, and I'm thinking, oh shit, what if he goes for like Z something or other? I don't know, like the setup moves, but he actually turns out to have the Continental Crush, which means he's carrying Stone Edge, which is cool, which means he's going to have Gunk Shot for the Fable, so that's already 3 move slots taken up, so he's not going to have Flare Blitz, so he's not going to have Close Combat, which is cool. That crit actually mattered. I might have lived with that Continental Crush had he not crit me, which is kind of unfortunate because I would have been able to protect, get another poison damage off, and then I would have got a Vacuum Wave off, so this Infernape would have been almost dead basically. And I'm going to go into my Clefable here because I can live a Gunk Shot. I know it's not a Z Gunk Shot now, and I'm just going to go straight for a Wish, I think, just because I could. No, I go for Protect because I'm stupid. I should have gone for Wish there. I think I did just protect against the Infernape to scout if he wanted to stay in and go for the Gunk Shot and try and kill me. I don't know, man. What I should have done there was wish. But here I am going for the wish now as he roosts. So this is a perfect opportunity for the Mew to roost and get back up to full, basically. And I'm going to set up the wish. It's looking all pretty and stuff. Hey, look! I've got a Mew, and he's also got a Mew. But my Mew's prettier than his Mew, so... nah. It's also significantly bloodier. But anyway, I'm going to go into Tyranitar to pass off the wish, as he reveals in a second, after my sand comes up, he's going to reveal the Psyshock. So I was so glad I didn't switch in Conkeldurr there. I was so close to clicking Conkeldurr, but I was like, you know what, if he has a Psychic move, I'm kind of fucked and I lose this game if I do that, so let's just make a middle ground play and go into Tyranitar. And that's exactly what I did, and I did good. So he's going to Will-O-Wisp me here, and I'm just like, hell nah, son. You done fucked up. I'm going for Dark Pulse, and you're about to be a dead Mew, which is great. Gonna go for the Dark Pulse, and this is going to do a butt ton of damage, but sadly not enough to take it out. Sandstorm and Poison mean it does die though, so Roserade getting a kill, which is cool. Good job, Roserade, for being a cancerous little fuck this game. I like you a lot. And now he gets to go into his, I think, yeah, he goes into a Thunderous. I'm like, well, you've got superpower, and I'm not about to take that, so I'm gonna go out into my Roserade, because I do not live the thing from the guy. So he's in fact going to reveal Iron Tail here, predicting me to go into my Clefable, predicting me to think that he's got superpower. So that was a good play, but unfortunately he missed. Oh, that's a phone going off. You probably can't hear that, so I don't know why I'm acknowledging it. I'm actually going to pull a double here into my Tyranitar, expecting him to go out into his Ferrothorn. Reason being, because even if I did go for the HP Fire, he'd live it and blah 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 blah. But no, he actually stays in and goes for the Iron Tail, which is fine because I lived with my Tyranitar. I can still preserve this for later in the game, and it's fine. So in fact, I think I go straight back out into my Roserade now, realising that he's not going to sack this or let it die. Actually, I go into my Excadrill, which isn't nicknamed for some reason. Okay, never mind. But Excadrill is gonna take Iron Tail, and it's not gonna do dick. And now I put on my big boy pants and do a big boy play and go for Earthquake on a Thunderous Incarnate, because I'm like, you're Scarred and you're not staying in now. Come on, let's just stop being silly, Eric. And he does indeed switch out into his Gramble, which is bueno, as I go for the Iron Head Earthquake. And that's gonna do some damage. It's gonna 2-hit KO, I think, maybe, possibly, perhaps. But I was like, it might be a roll, and like, I don't want to deal with it, so I'm just gonna go for Iron Head next time, but because I'm not choice. And he reveals the Burberry Berry, and I'm like, well, fuck, this isn't gonna kill. And he's just gonna completely fucking destroy me with an Earthquake in a moment, as you will see. Jesus Christ. So Earthquake is gonna fucking annihilate my actual, but it doesn't, because we live on 6 HP, and that's a dead Gramble, so rip in pieces, Gramble. Roserade getting another kill from Toxic Spikes. Yay! Now he goes back out into his Thunderous, and I'm like, well, I'm not about to live this. And like, well, I might as well play for differential at this point, because we need as many wins as we can get. And I'm like, well, he's just clicking U-turn here anyway, because he's Scarf, and it kills the Excadrill, so yeah, basically. So I'm going to go into my Clefable thinking I can get off a Wish and pass it into something, as he's going to go into his Ferrothorn, and I'm thinking if he gets up Rocks here, I am fucked. I lose this game. Because outside of Sand, I have nothing to outspeed the Thunderous. Sorry. So I have to go for the Fire Blast here, because I'm like, I can't afford to have you put up rocks, sir. No thank you. So he is Ockerberry, which is unfortunate, which is going to weaken the damage for the Pharaoh, which means I have to hit another one in order to kill it, which is not good, ladies and gentlemen. The chances of hitting Fire Blast twice in a row is not great, considering I've missed all of the Super Fangs I've gone for this season, but we hit 2 Fire Blasts in a row, so Crobat is officially the worst Pokemon in the fucking world. And that crit did not matter in the slightest. That probably would have killed about 3 Ferrothorns. Good job, Clefable. Yay. So we're gonna get up to 79. He's gonna go into his Infinite and he's gonna be able to finish me off with a gunk shot. I set up a wish here in case he misses said gunk shot. Actually no, I go for protect because I'm an arsehole. Sorry Eric, I'm sorry. But I guess I just wanted damage on this to rack up and things and stuff. So yes, at this point I'm thinking, oh fuck, I might have actually lost this game if this Infinite is able to kill my Conkeldurr, because max roll close combat is enough to kill me. I set up a wish there in case he did miss the gunk shot, but unfortunately he does connect. And I'm thinking, oh fuck. Exegil has taken too much damage, so the Cobra Berry is now useless, so I'm forced to go out into my Conkeldurr, and I'm just hoping and praying that he doesn't have close combat or Flare Blitz. His best move to hit me was gunk shot. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck? Why would you not have the thing in the sub? But like, I'm not complaining, but like, Conk's gonna get his second fucking kill of the match. And now all Eric has left is the Thunderous. Man, fucking defensive Conkeldurr just saved my ass. Like, Jesus Christ. He had Mach Punch as his final move for Exegil in the sand. He focused more on killing Crobat because it was something to revenge him, so he wanted to catch me on the switch and kill me. But oh my god, if that Infinite had a different move, that would have been another story. So I'm gonna go for Drain Punch here. It should have been knockoff, but it was a bit of a misclick because I was thinking, oh my god, I almost lost this game. As he's going to reveal Superpower as his final move, and as you can see, it was not enough to kill my Conkeldurr, and because of the attack drop on the first one, he's not going to be able to kill me unless he crits me, which he does not, which means Accrington Stantler are walking away with a 4-0 victory against Eric, and I'm super relieved to bring you guys a win this week. I'm so happy with how I prepped. Conkeldurr did exactly what I wanted it to. It shut down his entire team, and him and Roserade just completely carried the team this week for sure. I am so incredibly pleased. I'm really proud of my prep this week. I'm really proud of how I played, and it was a very close match. Despite it being a 4-0, had things been different with the Infinite, or if he crit me, or if he poisoned me, I would have probably lost that game. Although I did have the Roserade in the back for the superpower, but yeah, it was a close match, and I really enjoyed playing Eric. So make sure you go check him out. His channel and his Twitter maybe will be in the description below, as well as all the other coaches. Shout out to Alex for joining me, my team this week, and thank you to Rogue for recording it. I burped again. I'm sorry. I've had Chinese food and Coke. Not cocaine. That comes later, maybe. No, it doesn't. But yeah, and then right now we are second in the table, which means we have an actual chance of winning the title. Holy shit, guys. Next week we're facing Liam, one of my best friends, and it's going to be so tough. We were going to do a meme match, but because we both have a shot at promotion, unfortunately we're going to have to take the match seriously. But I'm looking forward to it regardless. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's match. I'm really pleased with how I did. Not to fucking be arrogant or toot my own horn, but I feel like I've got my spark for League games back, because honestly, this season's been so wishy-washy with my prep and stuff that this game has given me hope again and faith in myself, basically. That being said, I'm gonna go, and we're gonna fucking win next week's match, and we're gonna win the PPL title. I'll see you guys then.